I'm calling in the creator to the CEO who crave creating community and cash to create it like a boss. With me, Katrina Julia, as your host, multi-passionate entrepreneur, creator, and CEO who has walked from fear to faith, self-hate to love, corporate to calling, and continues to, with experience in 7+ industries, 7,000 plus creators and startups, to creators to Fortune 500 brands, including Google, NBC, Victoria's Secret, and more. If you are ready to create it like never before, in faith, wellness, wealth, marketing, business, travel, and more, this is the show for you. If this is your time to have freedom in all forms as you create it like a boss, let's create it. Set up your campaign on Kickstarter and how I'm about to launch mine. It's literally already been approved. I already have the launch date set for Create It Creators to CEOs community to create it like a boss, and the funding goal is $12,000. Keep in mind, if you don't reach a funding goal, you don't get funded, and this is my first Kickstarter ever, and I'm aligning my strategies from a launch like a boss and 5 steps to launch like a boss as well, which is in the creator to CMO toolkit that I'm going to drop in the link in the show notes and on the YouTube channel. It's via Create It Like a Boss, and it's www.bit.ly/creator to CMO. So I was first inspired to potentially launch a Kickstarter via Passion Planner. So I got the Passion Planner last year and Angelia's story and her incredible results with Kickstarter, and not to mention simply putting everything together on a Kickstarter, and she's run several of them. So this is for This Project to Life, 23,000 plus people. This is one of the campaigns, and you can see options from $1 to 20 to 33 and up. And I mirrored and learned so much from observing her campaign in so many different ways. I'm an avid passion planner, so I definitely encourage you guys to get a passion planner, and both online and or an actual one. I've done both. So let's go into the different dynamics with from the basics to the rewards to the story to the people to the payment to the promotions if you are thinking about launching your own. So first, I want to play an excerpt from my Kickstarter intro. I combined a couple different videos to make it super short and simple. You won't be able to, actually, I'm not sure if you guys will be able to hear it, but you definitely will via the link via the Kickstarter campaign, which I'm also going to drop in the link in the show notes and on the YouTube channel, because I have my mic plugged in, but I'm going to go ahead and play it in case. So first, it goes into testimonials from different community members and influencers like Trey, Jen, Carly, and entrepreneurs that have interacted with me and us on a online and live basis. And then I go into an intro as well. So if for any reason you can't hear the audio for the next, it's 1 minute and 20 seconds. I'm trying to think. If for any reason you can't hear the audio for the next 1 minute and 20 seconds, you will definitely be able to hear it. It's both on my YouTube channel and the influencer one is. And then also the intro is part of the How is Your Marketing and reel, and not just Instagram reel, that 20-ish, 30-minute-ish video. And then also, of course, it is completely live on the Kickstarter link too. Okay, so hopefully you heard that. Hopefully, if not, you still stuck with me for the next minute or you skipped ahead. So in Kickstarter, when you set up your account and when you set up how you can set up your first campaign, you start with the basics. They make it so user friendly and so easy to go through step by step. So the clear, brief title is Create It, Creators to CEO Community to Create It Like a Boss. All-in-one lifestyle brand, which is the subtitle, with online and live experiences, with blog, show, courses, tips, tools, and tech, and retreats to create it. Project categories. You can pick different categories. I picked a primary category of journalism with a primary subcategory of video, a secondary category of tech, and then a subsequent category of apps, the project location, which is best described where the base is, a project image, which I included from one of our retreats, then the project video, and that's where you can definitely hear it, both the behind the scenes and then also my intro as the creator. And then I am adding in captions for English. I think I added already English. Let's see. So if you're not watching on YouTube, I definitely recommend you do, because then you'll be able to see it all. And then I just added also a track for Spanish. Okay. And then a fundraising goal. And Kickstarter has a funding calculator. So for example, let's say we hit the goal exactly. And let's say I'm estimating the taxes, post expenses, et cetera, to be about 10%. And then also keep in mind the Kickstarter fee is 5%. So they do not charge you to list a campaign, but they do take a percentage of the actual campaign, and then the processing fee, which depends on location, number of backers, and that's typically credit card fees and things like that. So processing. And then so the suggested goal is actually 15,000, so that I end up walking away with 12K. So that's actually helpful, but I still feel aligned to 12K. So I'm going to leave it at 12K and trust and see what happens. And then so my target launch date is April 30th. I am recording this video as you are watching on YouTube on April 16th. So I'm in advance of the launch, and it is approved already. So it says, gives you insight, confirm your identity and provide payment details by April 18th, which I've already done. Submit your project for review by April 23rd, which I did yesterday, and it's already approved. It was instantaneously approved. Kickstarter recommends that campaigns that last 30 days or less are more likely to be successful. So I followed their guidance. So I didn't change anything, but we're going to go ahead and save. Now rewards. So rewards is essentially what you're offering. And most creators offer 3 to 10 reward tiers, which can be physical items or special experiences. And it also talks about setting reasonable expectations. So one of the things that I did is going back again, looking at Angelia's Passion Planner Kickstarter, and just looking at elements that she put in that made it super successful and engaging. So one of the things I put in was my 75 tips, tools, and tech to create it, which is a digital ebook, but also speaks volumes to every aspect of, what Create It is all about. So the normal price, depending, is $12 and or $70. I've published and listed it for both with different elements and different bonuses. And here what I'm doing, because again, I want to increase and attract the backers, I'm offering it for $1 because it's already created. I've also co-launched and integrated it with bundles. So it's already created, it's already there. And all I get to do is take the emails that people that end up sharing and adding them to the email list. So that's a win. Adding them to the ebook, offering value, and integrating them into our community. And then also one of the things I offered, and Angela and Passion Planner did this too, is if people email me, then they can still get the ebook. Okay. Then the ultimate toolkit. So you can see estimated deliveries here, right? Creator to Cash Ultimate Toolkit, June. So they get the Creator to Cash workbook, which is normally a $70 value alone, and the digital ebook. Then Creator to Cash kit and challenge. So that's also includes a transformation toolkit and challenge, a 7-day challenge as well. And then Creator to Cash on the show. So all of the above plus a snapshot on the show. And you can also see, just to go back up, so I don't have a limit on the dollar. Then the $33 option, I have $17.77. Then I have $12.22 for the Creator to Cash kit and challenge. Then the show, $500. Then Creator to Cash course, $333. And so again, these build upon each other. So the Creator to Cash course gets everything that I just mentioned above, plus the full course. Then Creator to Cash VIP, I've limited that to 12 people or 12 brands. So all the above plus a VIP one-on-one experience. And then the Creator to Cash Global Getaway, which is either Bali and or Mexico. And the delivery on that is by December, because it's either October, November, and or a private type of experience, depending on what we work out. Okay. So then next is the story. And this is the one that took absolutely the longest. So I invite you to read all about it, read all about my story, engage, and I'm going to cover highlights. And if you were thinking about a Kickstarter and or just in general, you guys, this story template and then also following Passion Planner's lead is amazing to use for your website, to use for other submissions. It's incredible. So I have a graphic from Canva, Create It Like a Boss, for creators and CEOs of mission-based brands who crave creating community and cash to create it like a boss. What is it? I repeated that. And then it's an all-in-one creation and community in a lifestyle brand model. So this is also from Canva for those of you watching on my YouTube channel. And I'm also going to drop the YouTube link if you're watching on the podcast or listening on the podcast, so that if in case you're driving or whatnot later, you can also watch it on YouTube. So unicorns, diversified business models are the new billionaire. And I also include logos of Amazon, Airbnb, Google, Captivate, and a unicorn NFT image that I created with AI. The market is creators and CEOs at 25 billion, estimating 1 million plus customers at a 25K average customer value. So looking at ongoing relationships of a minimum of 3K. So I'm being conservative because those relationships can be 7K plus, 12K plus, 25K plus monthly. So then, I'm keeping it conservative. Women creators, 2.1 billion. So 700,000 customers at an estimated value of an annual customer value of 3K. Again, I'm being super conservative because that assumes a $300 a month commitment-ish. Versus it could be that some people end up in our lifestyle mastermind that's coming, Creator to CEO courses that are coming that are $3,333. That could be people that end up committing to 1, 2, 3, 4 retreats. So again, you can see the possibilities. Brands over 100 million, 1.4 billion at 7,000 plus customers at a $200,000 annual customer value. So that goes back to the creators to CEOs. So you can see there's some overlap, but this goes into those that want to transition into creators full time and be a brand. And then so this is where the 3,333 course comes into play. And these are brands that potentially want placements, that want us to run retreats, that want to sponsor in summits and retreats, etc. And of course, decision makers and creators and CEOs can refer, and or there can be overlap in 1, 2, or all 3 of these. So product vision, think Amazon and Airbnb have a family, and there's a beautiful graphic from the brands to management, of CMO, chief marketing officer, to influencer, events, experiential events, online, automated and scaled, and then integration, tips, tools, and tech. Then another beautiful graphic you can see on the screen of Create It is the answer with an all-in-one lifestyle brand from creator and CEO, highly targeted, immersed in story, creating, community, and scaling, online and live with courses and a summit integrated with health, wealth, and biz, tips, tools, and tech, business to consumer with creator to CMO, 75% automated, chat GPT integrations, AI integrations, IO integrations, which is intelligent outreach. And then also on the horizon is integrating AI with open source AI as well. And then community live experiences like retreats, like influencer marketing to management, like the NFT collective, etc. So Create It has evolved into the creation community that I wish someone shared with me in my transformation and shift from corporate to calling. It has helped already thousands of people all around the world reach their goals. I have so much belief that Create It may be the catalyst, creation, and community to change a creator's life, that I feel anyone should be able to use it regardless of their financial ability. That's why I decided to share it for free. So if you share this Kickstarter and or this video and or screenshot one of the graphics from the Kickstarter and or the video, etc., with the hashtags Create It, Creator to CEO hashtags, and shoot us an email at info@fitlifecreation.com with a screenshot or a link of where you shared it, we will send you access to the Creators CEO Community Online, the 75 Tips, Tools, and Tech PDF ebook, and How Passion plus Purpose Equals Profits video series completely for free for you to have to create it like a boss. So again, focusing on sharing because sharing is caring. I believe people will give when they can and when they want to support a vision. I appreciate that kind of business model, and I'm doing this business to help people create it first and foremost. I believe everything else will fall into place when you genuinely want to help people create it. Why did I decide to create it? So this is all about my story. I am not just the creator and CEO of Create It. I am you and you are me. I have walked through a transformation story of a lifetime and continue to. From fear to faith, self-hate to love, devaluing to purity, corporate to calling, pain to purpose, lies to love, and bondage to freedom. I know if it is possible for me to create it, it is possible for you to create it like a boss. And then I have a before and after picture. I have a transformation story video about me in 30 seconds as a multi-passionate entrepreneur. It's my pinned video on my TikTok. I don't want a chance that you don't hear this video either, potentially, because I'm not sure if you heard the last one. Which again, you can see in the link. I'm going to align the sharing of this video with the campaign going live. For creators who desire freedom, freedom in all forms is one of my and our core values. In time, location, community, expression, and financial is what Create It and our creations of community are all about. For creators who desire an all-in-one solution, as a multi-passionate creator who desires to shift from creator to CEO, with our all-in-one solution with strategy to systems, tips to tools, health to travel, you may create it like a boss. For creators who desire strategy, structure, and systems, we don't just talk about it, we hashtag create it with strategy, structure, and systems from A to Z, whether it's 75 tips, tools, and tech to help you create it, our creator to cash, so 7 ways to make 7K in 7 days, creators go global with hands-on creations from A to Z, with wellness, wealth, marketing, biz, and travel. I and we integrate strategy, structure, and systems every step of the way for creators to CEOs. So for creators who crave creating community and cash to create it like a boss, this starts with our 75 tips, tools, and tech, evolves into creator to cash, creator to CMO, creator to COO, creator to CFO, and creator to CEO experiences, and of course, creators go global. So if you didn't know, multi-passionate creators and CEOs are changing the world according to HuffPost. And the number one lifestyle brand is who we aim to be for multi-passionate women, creators, and CEOs who crave creating community and cash, because there's no reason why you can't create it like a boss. So what will the money be used for? Solely in the first larger scale production of creator to cash, including AI that I mentioned, scaling and shipping for the toolkits, And my mission is to help over 1 million creators to CEOs create over $100,000 to $1 million. I dive deeper into the story of when I first came up with the vision in 2014, and then how it's grown. And then the simplified version was born out of my own transformation and shift from corporate to calling. When I started the business model on the website version 1.0, I realized it was evolving into a unicorn far beyond me. From version 1.0 to 10.0, I've created 500 plus blogs, 700 plus shows, including being top 100 on Spotify in 2022, and an award-winning campaigns for influencer marketing and more, a collaboration community, creating with 7,000 plus creators, 25 plus freebies, 7 plus courses, 4 plus retreats, and serving brands including NBC, Google, and Airbnb. When I started to dive deep into the tools you created, I realized how the 75 plus tools would help creators to CEOs. And this first reiteration was a blog and show that quickly became the most popular. In 2021 through 2023, I recognized the strategy, structure, and systems and the foundation for stability to growth. And this evolved into a 100 plus page ebook to help creators create it. And some snapshots of the ebook and some beautiful graphics from Canva. And then where are you at now? And the beta version of Creator to Cash. And then what the transformation is going to look like with AI and IO integrations, the show snapshots from backers, while all of the above is created and scaled with automation and delegation. And as we make sure we outreach to those that have shared the campaign, the ebooks, the workbooks, the courses, etc., and the snapshots, we'll be reaching out within month 1 for Creator to Cash VIP one-on-one backers and those that are backing Creators Go Global for your global experience. If it's in 2024 and you want to align to the group sesh, it is going to be Bali and or Mexico, and or we may offer a 3rd or 4th destination with our partnered villas and locations. We will include assessments, interactions, and improvements every step of the way. And then also with the Creator to Cash course, as a backer, if you are at that level or above, you get lifetime access. We want to help you create it like a boss. So when may you expect your rewards if you back the campaign? The $1, $33, $77, $222 will be both with any digital and physical elements within weeks to 2 months or less of the campaign ending. For rewards of $777 to $7,000, you will get the elements above initially. I estimate 1 to 2 months. Beta version, within 2 to 4 months, you'll get versions 2 to 3. And then you will be notified of rewards, schedulings, and assessments within a month or less of the campaign ending. And it's important for backers to reply to emails and surveys so that I and we may get your rewards to you ASAP. So risks and challenges, use of AI, that I'm incorporating it in another way. Then people, actually, let me check something on rewards. Okay, perfect. People. So this is where you briefly introduce yourself, a vanity URL. So I already set that. It's tied to Create It Like a Boss. This will be the beginning of your project URL. Collaborator, if I want to add a VA or other people or admin, etc. Banking and card information, and then promotion. Then we will use your current project title to generate a URL. Even if you change the title, the URL will stay the same. Your project page won't go live until you launch. So I'm going to generate it. Yes, so I'm confirming my URL. So you're seeing that. Perfect. Then your project title and subcategory will, okay, so no one's following because I haven't shared yet. So then, the pre-launch is, okay. So I have activated now the pre-launch. So let's see. Perfect. So I have now shared this on Twitter. I have shared this on Facebook. And then I'm going to share it on email. Oh, not sure why the Facebook. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Perfect. And we will keep sharing it on Twitter and Facebook. And then I'm going to integrate it into my email launch. Oh, I don't like that. It's making you log in. No. Okay, let's see. So something's off with the Facebook sharing, which is fine. I think. I'm going to try one more time. Nope. It's forcing people to log in, which is I don't want. Okay, no problem. So I'm going to save it. Oh, I guess because it's my own project. So now it's showing on Kickstarter. So activate this preview of your pre-launch page to share it with anyone. So I want to activate it because I will be sharing it in email. Perfect. Okay, so copy your URL to share your pre-launch page. Perfect. So I'm sure I have that in my email as well. And then, good news, your project has been approved. Your project will go live if you continue here. So visit the promotion page, which we did, to activate your pre-launch page. Okay, so your project will go live if you continue here. I'm not ready to launch yet. I want to do a pre-launch via email, via social channels, and then I want to start integrating it into my emails and Apollo.io via intelligent outreach. And then I will align. So that's about 2 weeks-ish of a pre-launch integration with a soft launch. And then I will align the launching starting April 30th, even more across the blog and across the show and across YouTube. Well, this is going to actually, I'm going to go ahead and put this on YouTube now because I have the pre-launch page already done. So that way, if you happen to be listening on YouTube already and you're interested, you can already see what it looks like, especially whether you want to participate, whether you want to watch, whether you want to be a backer, and or whether you at any point want to potentially launch a campaign on Kickstarter or a similar type of crowdfunding as well. So let me make sure that link works before I share it. Perfect. Okay, awesome. So as always, leave a review on the show. I would love to shout you out on a episode. And visit bit.ly/create it like a boss. I am going to drop that and the pre-launch for Kickstarter into the show notes and on the YouTube video. And we are going to integrate it into the link in bio coming soon too. So you will see it there. And as always, remember, create, transform, and inspire. You are born to. Chats on faith, wellness, money, marketing, business, and travel so you create a life and business you already. Head on over to the blog, the podcast, and the freebies to jumpstart your transformation. If you're ready to dive into the online courses, the live events, or the retreat, and if you want to create with our community on an even deeper level, definitely check out our internships, our influencer collaborations, management, and brand engagements. Let's create it.